Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junimo. Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junimo.
Yeah, but and now your topic that's so pa. I'm in person me interrupt you, but me person one cause we analysis on the story. Me assure say Onua with special prosecutor. Me who say why press conference.
Yeah.
Then say that since or buy. And no idea now we for free in the press conference and in some more kind.
Yedi kan. Me fa kwanya we so achi etie for ni adofo.
Be mic ne kakra na aha ye radio phone intimate
mo se omode omo kasa fidi ato eye Onua 95.1. Amabo abaso pa so ne adwuma so awoye. Sometimes you get me to have this feeling of say and I still believe say spiritually obeshemu achi ama motimi aye ye mema kwenti ni nyan mbetimi aye amen me da nyame ase ma brabo amobo obaya unim ansa no mefefu achi na maba bewie no animu.
Oh, okay.
I was here nyina ye hu ade kura ekoso o man mu kane ansa na ye hu ba bia ye free a ye ba na ye hu ba bia ye ya bedru ni ba bia ye betimi akwakodru se ya anso ano a
yeah
ekufo do wan form ade a broni friend government ye betimi akasa we a democratic governance and I say kakistocracy and I say we a great syndicator involved with criminals criminals who are family and friends. Now bibia ekosu bia wo man ni mu no illegal. It will never make sense when you want to juxtapose that with anything legal. It will never make sense. But Ekufuado got away with murder because Akoya say
no say you got away with them.
With murder.
That's what
it's an idiomatic expression.
Oh, okay.
So to mean that
Akoya
say why born in our family.
Yes,
but it's hyperbole no means. I say what could deal na wetin ye dwane wetin otie didim wa wudie nwa bra ye unkunipa. But true to the sense of even its literal meaning no kran wa kunipa nwotwa be mampani it's happened
there be ono eno dey say soldier for na etutu
there be na ade na edum light no na maham oye edum o ECG is he Ekufuado that is why he has not even condemned it
there be eno dey yent be function
no
ya soldier for na ye o ma dey
John Mahama no oye edum o ECG
eno dey we the American say wudie na yekum nipa ne dey yen jane sa
no yentimi nya ne sa
ye nya na soldier for no because I'm na tutu no
yes soldier when they commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces
who commanded them commander in chief
so who commanded them to do that shooting
CDS
and so therefore if ono ye president na o so ye human rights lawyer no who soldier ni akokum nipa me na wo se me kwatena na hwan na wo so kwache no
eno ye betimi aka na se
eno ntina me so ono na ye no John Mahama won kania na obi kania boda ho na John Mahama kodum no he Ekufuado
what they say
with Mojane Wanensa
one I will come accept
yes me I have never held any opinion from me newscaster more from Ejuma I come and express my opinion I'm a deep thinker so I express it as it is Ekufuado akum nipa nwotwa be mampani straight I don't have to say Sebi Rollins who so koku judge bi omo fa nipa me setting ko see Supreme Court say Rollins ne ku omo and why do they go away with that Ekufuado akum nipa nwotwe including openfo abaye mampani period that is what has happened it's true it's never false moving forward this is the syndicate the executive arm of government is a criminal organization that has also made sure say Obama legislature na be part of the criminality and wakwa making sure say judiciary so abe form part of the syndicate now nipa omobeye the watchdog of this country is the media and nyankopon what you see, name me dancing. Share Ghana say, the media is highly to blame. They are more criminal than the politicians. If I show you what media men have made out of criminals in this government.
Some.
I'm saying criminals. If you don't qualify to be criminal, you are not part. I will say some. Criminals in this government. No, there are criminals. There are good ones in this government. But criminals in this government.
So they can say some.
I will say some. Who are part? You see yourself in the subset. Because someone, it still will mean that you were some trope for criminals. I'm talking about all the criminals. All the criminals in this government. You don't qualify to be part. Criminal. I've mentioned criminal. That qualifies. Okay. And that is the syndicator, Ekufuado, and the head of that syndicate, backed by Baumia. And now, for young Kufo, any Omunuanom, edu omwa form that syndicate. A binum friend the cabal. Now, him. Omwa Jay Yomu say party politics. It is say Kotokone has. Anunti NDC is to has. MPP is to Kotoko. Anunti say Ekufuado ye bonia. Instead say o ye party ba. Bonina o ye account. Now no waka si enkoji e-levy. Hey, we NDC, we MPP, but o mo ye MPP for free. Petrol boy ya den o mo ye MPP for free. O kwa na de o party card akọ. O me to petrol say me ye party benti no to suma me. O ni pa dwene wo fom ama. Oba ya next time mebe studio ha no. Me pesa wo de ade bi be to TV ne so. Na wa magana fo ahu. The whole world da ye ko hia say ye hwe nipa adwenem. Nyansa ye wo the level of intelligence. Omampani ko fa penso na Ghana out of 100 and that time no 197 countries. Not 2 countries in Mecca. Say no 199 countries we are no. Ghana ha. Uni baby ayedi 190. The whole world though.
The whole world, yeah.
So it tells you why Ekufuado is your president.
Wow.
Yes. President Ekufuado na ye 141. John Mahama num de 138. Ekufuado today 190. That is where Yadwini we know. Bronisha Yadwini say you are not thinking right. We are not thinking rightly. Oye onipa onka no kre. Woni na bedi eche ba omi anyina atrofo emienu no makro mu abom. Boni bibi Ekufuado ka se hweso na wa ka entrim an mo nyame paya emu kotode se afa trensi form. Na pagya wani anwe begu wani no. No optician can heal you. Ekufuado. Boni nti na obeye mampani. Boni enye bibia wa mama wo Ghana ni. Obi hweme na adwenye me say na adwenye ni say oh ebi kura e your time there be ye ho mampani for da o he me hu bi kura me hu Rollins me hu Kufo me hu Mills me hu Mahama lipa 9. This is the first time I say obi say ono ye human rights lawyer. This is the first time our mampani atimi abie ne said you sanwotwe akacha Ghana for say I am incorruptible. The first time I'm coming to protect the public purse. Krono esi wa Ekufuado abemu hwe kaneni esi obi di 10%, Ekufuado oji 90%. More than that. Ekufuado cannot account for 10% of the monies he has accrued from January 2017 to date. 10% on spending of this country. They have stolen more than 90%. That is where we are. So how do you expect the thief who has formed the government to go chasing after Nipa Wanono Ebo Krono when he is part of the cabal or the syndicate? How do you expect? I said that office will be a Trojan horse in this government. Me say a white elephant. It is to tickle the ears of those who want to hear some deception. Words of deception, lies. The office of the special prosecutor was created to hunt the NDC who had gone into opposition. I cannot vouch for them because some of them were thieves. In fact, I did a one-man demonstration against the activo.
Yeah.
One man kasada tese owu. Em say me ko shia no baby na me chia no me hu nanim. Na if you kopim da owu ye me ni na kasa biem. But I was happy within myself, say, at least I was able to rebuke and admonish for correction to be achieved. Because after I did that admonishment, you know, John Mahama, and options either to resign or be sacked.
Yeah. I'm a scano chromo refund.
And Mama San refund this scano. And no, yet here, baby. Now, my be office or smarty so said then, Ibrahim, whatever. Slash Ibrahim. Moon. They were all involved. I didn't put my head like an ostrich in the sand. No. I was very critical of the Mahama regime. But for Akufo-Addo, Oye Penite Mahama, this is how I weigh it all. Now Mahama, a free Professor Mills a pencil to Mahama a pencil, Sike Kwadu Amunsem 250 billion. Akufo-Addo has had in excess of 800 billion. In fact, as at 2022, 2023, Yemfa Shenka loan award in 2023 nka accruals our year in terms of revenue ni nyina enka ho eno kra September 2022. So the last quarter of 2022 enka ho see the ni nyina boma he has run in excess of whatever billions, but he cannot show even 10% of what John Mahama, Professor Mills achieved in 8 years. 10% he cannot show. 10%. I'm even being very as a mayor to out, he cannot even show 5%. It is only an achievement of a thief to whom much is given, much is expected. Ghanaians have given you more taxes than any government. You have had 3 oil fields. 3 Professor Mills need John Mahama 1 oil field. Meanwhile, today, the Ghanaian has been impoverished. They have been ripped off. They have been stolen. You cannot show anything that is an edifice equal to the John Mahama. Not one. All that you have discussed are dreams. Dreams. What me kwa obi a wotimi ye na no me call Facebook na me nuanom MPP phobi omo de akoto ho say bawomiasi some Islamic BB or baby. Now we had dynasty ho na. It is a E-block quarter. And they are posting it with pride. And I go there to ask them one question, say, you take pride in such a thing. A quarter of an E-block, 1 E-block. Someone was able to build 123, 47 completed. You had qualms with such a person. And today, these same people will come and ask you to vote for Bawumia because it is possible to have a thief as a president. It is possible. So, and yet, the matter of Kisei Jaben, Omofa, the most saint, and special prosecutor, he will still come and complain like Kisei Jaben is complaining. Look, he is one of the most, I don't know how to describe him. He's a best asset for the country. I know people that he has taught as a law lecturer. I know how they speak well of him. I came in his defense when he was appointed. NDC phobia, sorry, where you got the downfall. Where you say, so he was not going to work. And I asked myself this question: say, if me John Mahama downfall, not John Mahama about them, na me competent, say me watchman. I will Jubilee House because I'm a down from Tino and you can say family. So I went to his defense, not because I know him personally or because he's my friend. No, I went to his defense because at least we have a Utah or no.
Sure.
Ne bonia obeye in this government, no. He will have to leave it in years to come. The reason why sometimes I have to follow youth in politics is because sene obanu anya omani year like John Mahama. If he had not done what he did today, do you think he would have been bold to step out to want to be voted for? He could not. But he is proud because he has a lot to point his fingers at. Opa Mekufu do call position. Now no opportunities or baby. Now sticking the neck out on Casa or Person Sabe Penny. Never has a party form for second could if you could challenge. Because he is the biggest disgrace that ever happened to the UP tradition. The greatest of all the disgrace. Very shameful one. Disappointment, the greatest disappointment that ever happened to the UP tradition. And nobody would want to even, and now vice president, you know, he is running away from Akufo-Addo Dean, say he was even part of such a disgraceful, your friend is a damage. And it was say, I am a man on my own, I'm a man of my words, I'm a man of den. And then Bawumia Krasi or one idea.
I also want a vision.
Or one vision. A man of I have a vision. Ponko vision. What must I say? So for me, he said Jabe, the remarks yesterday is only driving us to who the president of this country is. What type of government do we have? We don't have what is supposed to help you and I. We have only a criminal syndicate who are there for themselves. You were judge for a syndicate. You were here, Mammy Casemtro. And then an answer, na Ora Bagbin. Busani said, "Wa compare there with Jubilee House." He was there with them. And no, sorry now, Bagbin, sorry, free. That kunya so after say when we walking out, no, he has questions to answer. Bagbin, he is in bed with them.
He's in bed with one.
With one more or say 10 men. He went in a meeting with them 3 days ago in at the Jubilee House.
So he's speaking to be on
yes, that is what you say. He's getting up from his chair yesterday. Adena E-levy no one sorry. Adena E-levy time now yaba bedi Ghana for from sika to bottom ni or bedi sika atwi en safa egu yachi adidi sika E-levy adena mi kuram sika na mi dia onti me tax. Me dis kana koto me wallet so wallet you Akufo-Addo un create bi eye obi ena nyankopon so ne daye ena wa create ne MTN no Vodafone no Airtel Tigo Glow whatever ena ono aye ena nyame aye nadom ena oye ena o say o de kusika to so a metu say enye nipa no na ne o didwa o na edidwa eti ono na wo so okọ ne ho na akwaji ni sika jene to mi Ghana ni no ni mi didwa ne de lawyer for say na wo kọ ho no say wo kọ jene services a wo betu ato ho me say ada kwase ni betie no agro no begu enti no it's very painful. Sir, we have the executive in bed with the legislature, in bed with the judiciary, and in bed with media personnel. So where lies the fate of the Ghanaian? I don't think I'll be a phone line, sir. They talk kuku because kuku no nyaya keke ni nyai. That is why they do that. Because what now no hu ne ho a eye den na Akufo-Addo so me kwache bosia na krono a Akufo-Addo aboyen yi a ene ni sika wontimi nkire de ode aye yi se ne me ba na abusa yi ade na wo so akwaje loan me se kire me de odi loan aya na abuafu na no timi twe ase twi bible aye dada na aye se pose na esi wo kire me keke John Mahama se me de me bosia akoye kejetia me de me bosia ni bia ye Ridge Hospital. Midibia ye Kumewu Hospital. Midibia ye Seria. Midibia ye we Konongo. Fomena. Wa tretre. Wa ye hu book. Wa sa tretre accounting to the people because akwade osum ni ra. Enti me kobun konta kire mi ra no. Akufo-Addo nya bi ni ehwe. Ubusa na accountability na na watwe na no abia so. Na wo se me na me masuma wo se wo wakoa Akufo-Addo Ghana for nyina yenkoa no on na ye pani oya kwa me na me ye owura me na wo se me kire de me pe na wo ye ma me na wo akwa no bese ne wura na me buafu na me busa wo se ei na ye den na mo wani wei etena wani nton na wano atwe abia so enti no oba ya
so
enra ye one of the days me de e ma me hu se Yakopon adom ma adwene ye adwuma because I made all these predictions and I said to he said Jabe say omo ma onye adwuma omo boa hwe ada me tro letter koma matiamidu no so o wagadugu over this PDS matiamidu nyabotre meticulously etro krata brem say the hotel room and pack order so the size no catch them aduane anu wadi na no pani nyina otro letter anymore just to make himself
accountable
and open, transparent. I say, really so well. Akufo-Addo na o ka say yen corruption related offenses ne corruption mu no. Sa we na omo aye ne de mintimi hwehwem. Nti ebe ya ko ba bi te say Iyoko ana ba bi foforo. Esu na Akufo-Addo na agina brochiri ka kire Ghana fo a omo tia brochiri ne mrofo. That omo say wono no wa say that create special officer. A better prosecution on corruption and corruption-related offenses. He could not say all corruption and corruption-related offenses. He could not. So it is very painful that somebody like Akufo-Addo in this very computer age, obi oye akek say, yeah, now the phone man crowd here, okay, so on free will be I just saw send his number in Niaso. And there were no data computer for. Or that and people still because of politics, because of partisanship. No, we are sharing Kumasi. Me call me Mama Tess.
Mama Teresa.
Teresa, you be a shame. This so I didn't have boy a chisa. Now I'm saying Patrol, who could top a out of party card. The Cabby, no, I feel any pacron and only because the post or post to butterfly.
And they said, Otobalan.
Or
Quarlan.
And I'm a culture was just say, you would. I say, you best see.
You best see.
What must I say? Oh, and ye cry a coon. A bad way, or more bon while bad way, a BC that in the history. You say, Aquay, I know the increment here is one school day.
Oh,
we are not very finny deep.
Nidia Banako.
You will find out for cry.
Oh.
Now, of course, school be more yes, you know.
Me refugee no.
Na papa ya ne yaka so wan school day. Hey. 1 minute am akwata. Woni nyansa Peter am akwata 10 times. 10 crowd mebu papa ne megu nanim ase. Billion times. Woni nyansa cha am akwata. Ah you could be kwa akodu mampani anim because look the wisdom and omo di bu mind. Hwen kroma wu how many years nie? Hwen amamu apenso how many years nie? Yetimi gen say say eboka se Benjamin bre. We there ene Jimmy no abroso. Eti ya. Se nipa ebetimi adi ni manya adi bone. Aye nioma ache se asefem. Ene kisi ajabe asebo de court ya ye kan ho asemi. Obi ade amosom kwaya ho restriction ya o. La Bianca and frozen business I want to hang because one chatwo
on a teso
on chatwo and I can say Jabem Cochino say wood damwa one in a car battery mu and what day or no ya when chat 29 Jawa Peka Cramau and then would am also pay piedi me constituency war must how many arise for we don't have to have thieves in parliament again. Sir, judge now yes I rule you know he must go back to law school or maybe go to the psychiatric. It doesn't make sense a bit. It does not make sense. Then where lies the law? Sir, Bob special prosecutor who buy say one quiet juma. I don't know Obusa our question is say, are we ready to fight corruption?
Yeah,
No.
Obisai.
The answer is no because I was sick you say Jabin who said a thief does not fight thievery. There is no thief on this earth who fights thievery. It is the stock in his trade. Obi a woton wig. Obi a woton ahweniwa. Okoni ye ka ahweniwa semwa. Obeka se tia sa ahweniwa ne enye. Akufado adwuma wa ye kro no. Wo so nko kuntia krofo. Enti se se obede na akufado adidi. Adwuma wa ye no of opposition where we are parties ka akufado we are parties ka. For opposition what the can papa fin collabrem wa kana ne papa afiri se akufado papa be kura no ne nkasa. O dia kan san ono ani nuanom na ka ho. Edi ntina Kofi Kum se akufado be man pani a utimi na hwenya utamakru kobusa nya utamakru obemma o the analysis my godfather obemma o analysis a che akufado ni nupasu. How can akufado fight corruption when he has grown beyond corruption and is a thief? How can he? So obi a wo papa penu ti abonten say John Mahama kofa a Mary plant aba. A Mary plant na kofa ba ya no $510 million. Wo se ne boarding. Wo ba ya no watuma ko 1.8 billion. Ade ye 5 year life 20 years life span. Omo say ye ntwa 5 years na ye fa 15 years no. Fala. Wo ba ya wo se ye ntwa 15 years na ye fa 5 years na enko ye fala. Now ya betew John Jinapo. What che ni wie no o say I was misled. Kronfo ayache no obeka se oni ebokro no. So you see na hwe PDS obman a ye de ho obi ti America hu se da bi enyinam kane an enko yie enti yenya hyehyeye na ebetimi aboa ye fasika mehyem $540 million. What this can buy ya no wa hyeda no abusuafo akwakote PDS saka ba na ene opa akokot wo kohwe om PDS for no a o ma wia ye sika no wo kokot na ka so oni judge ya obedi asem na man ko be court. Okay. So you have a whole syndicate at work. And that is why the Ghanaian must be awakened. Oh, any question at now. A young gentleman was saying that a year or koye usuko si da men yankopon. Obi otimi da yankopon. Wo Ghanani, wo be nyame. Enti me di man osi no. Mesre. Baby aye gina ne nye Kisi ajabi di bia beto so. What say who Akufo-Addo is. Ontimi mfa na no fafen enka te se de Listowel beka. And he has been very diplomatic. But take time. Now listen to all that he said yesterday and you see how best Kisi Ajabi has described the president. And that Bawumiana Akufo-Addo akofa no na opese wo medi na ade no. It is only to seal his sebiu as opeso obe katanetu sebi ohene aye hite pay ene otim enti se hite pay no wankope Bawumia a obetimi aba ede kuntunkuni abe katane ho a opeja ne to a obi abehu se se na ohene ayo enti anu nti na ode Bawumia ba no emamo me emre ye nyina yen kan ye ho mom. Unity is strength na yen konyi ye mani si wo. The second independence no must be attained. Ya nyire ye ho a na se sebi eto aso se ne ye koyi ade a ene about said ye udru abelempe traffic light nkofo gina ho sesi ye me ba no mo gina ho omo pevesa akọ Canada just obi adwane
amfale so ameda se na traffic na ma ye time na we
lawyer is or no ogwe na o case na wontimi ndia no aka cho se won de na judge na ni abre no case de ahwe age de egwan nyanwane na se judge ne be chewo a ene
one na wode wo ho aba Listowel your convener Emma Arise Ghana send your workers for best stormy Kendall Damwa.
We have to go there. We don't have to have such
people in Parliament. Follow our story closely.
What's up, MP? How?
Say, unless so call COP.
And when you know my question, who am I judging? I say really no. But the special prosecutor must be quick to go to the appeals court to nullify and set this thing aside.
Okay. It's
a very bogus, and they must. You see, me person me call General Legal Council. Now me coach the DNT. I said, "I'm what judge no yes, I don't know. What's that idea? Aye. Why in the student? Aye. It's way father and son.
Mama now Listowel say, na me na me production team ase.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah,